Hi everyone, it's Zorkan. Today we have a problem when we are given a string S and we need to sort it in a descending order based on the frequency of the characters. So what's that mean? So for example, in this case, E is repeated twice, R is repeated once, and the T is also repeated once. So we need to sort it. So E should come first because E is repeated twice, and the RT should be followed after E, after these two E's. So let's say another example. Let's say we have this example where we have 3 C's and we have 3 A's. In this case, so we can, if characters are, if we have multiple answers, then in that case we can return any of them. So what it means, for example, in this case we can return both C, 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 A, and A, C, C, C. Okay, let's take this example and work on it. So let's say we have a tree, and in this case what we do, our first step is that we are going over our string and we are creating a hash map or hash table, and we are counting the frequency of each character. So for example, in this case, E is repeated twice, R is repeated once, and T is repeated once. The next step is that we are adding our character to a max heap based on the frequency of the character. So we are gonna have this max heap, we are gonna have E, we are gonna have R, and we are gonna have T. And the last step, the third step, we are creating a new string and we are adding character by character. So for example, first we are taking from our max heap E, and we are taking how many times it's repeated. It's repeated twice, so we are adding that to our new string. The next one, we are taking R and T have the same frequency, so it doesn't matter which one we are going to take first. So we are taking R, and the frequency of R is 1. Again, we are adding to our new string. And the last one, we are taking T. T is repeated once, so we are adding T to our new string, which we are returning. And we are returning our result when we don't have any entry left in the max heap. First thing that we do here, we are creating a hash map where our key is our character and the value is being the frequency of that character. So we are creating our hash map, and after that the next step is that our second step, which is the creating a max heap. In Java implementation, the max heap is a priority queue, so we are sorting our values. So we are sorting the characters by the frequency. We are sorting by the frequency of the character. So for example, in this case, E would be first and the RT will be followed by E. And the next one is that we are adding to our max heap, we are adding all our key set, right? So all our entries we are adding to our max heap. And the last step is we are creating a result, and to our result we are adding all character until our max heap is empty. So at each step we are taking a current character. Our current character in this case would be, for the example of tree, would be E. So we are taking E and we are taking the frequency. What's the frequency of E? E is repeated twice, so we are taking the frequency and we are adding to our result as many times as that character is repeated. So in this case, twice, right? So we are adding that to result and we are repeating the same operation until our max heap is empty. And at the end, we are returning our string that we have built. So what's the time and space complexity of this solution? The time complexity is determined by these 3 parts. So adding for this for loop, this max, adding that to max heap, and this while loop while we are building, right? So in this case, the time complexity is log of n, right? Going just over the string and adding that to our map. This part is k log k. K is the number of the unique characters, and the last part is that is n log k, right? So building our result. So as we are taking the upper boundary in our case is n log k, so we are taking that as our time complexity. For the space complexity is, again, it's determined by this 3 data structure that we have here. In the worst case scenario, for all 3, it's going to be n, so it's 3n. So we are disregarding the 3 parts, so we are taking the n as our time complexity. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you like my content. If you like it, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. See you next time. Bye.